Okay, let's just jump right in. We have to talk about this game. Giants versus the Packers. And honestly, for the first time in a while, I am genuinely excited.
Oh, yeah. Even with Jaxson Dart out.
Especially with Dart out. Look, this is what we've been waiting for. A little bit of chaos, a little bit of unpredictability. And now we get it. We are unleashing Jameis Winston.
It's definitely going to be an event, and all the pregame analysis we've been looking at points to that. It's less about careful predictions and more about just embracing the volatility. The big question is, can the Giants actually control the chaos they're inviting?
I mean, can you ever really control chaos? That's the fun of it. And it all starts and ends with Jameis. I saw one source describe watching him play as like watching a blender filled with fireworks.
That's perfect. Where every pass is a trust fall.
Exactly. And honestly, after the kind of football we saw under Dable, I will take it. Give me the fireworks. Give me the trust falls.
Well, what's interesting is it's not just us. The Packers are their own kind of mystery box right now. They are just structurally inconsistent.
Oh, massively. So let's start there. The Green Bay Enigma. I love how one report put it, calling them a mystery bag of mayo.
A mystery bag of what?
Of mayo. You know, you open it up and you have no idea if you're getting something amazing or something that's just gone bad.
Right.
But it fits. The numbers back it up completely. It scored, 27 plus points in 6 games this season. They can look elite.
Right.
But then they've also been held to 13 or less in 3 different games. So the takeaway is pretty clear. They either cook filet mignon or they burn cereal. There's really no in between.
And the guy stirring the pot is Jordan Love.
Yeah.
His play is like the definition of feast or famine. They called his performance like his Madden controller had a broken X button.
Yeah, that Eagles game was a perfect example of that. Just a complete struggle. He had a 68 passer rating, only 176 passing yards, and got sacked 3 times. And when you see that, the low yardage, it tells you they can't sustain anything downfield. It's all short stuff or the ground game. And here's the thing that drives me crazy, though. The analysis connects that right back to us. It points out that Love is facing a Giants pass rush that, quote, couldn't sack Caleb Williams in a pillow fight. It's so frustrating. It feels like something Joe Schoen should have fixed by now, But because he hasn't, even a struggling Jordan Love might have all day to throw.
That's the real danger. But it does mean the defense might be able to, blitz a little less and focus more on coverage. That's only if they can handle the real threat, the consistent one.
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs. He's the whole engine of that offense.
The sources are so clear about this. They call him the only reason Green Bay haven't filed bankruptcy this year. He's the guy they count on when the passing game disappears.
And he's earned it. 74 hard yards last week. He scored in 6 straight games, 8 touchdowns in 9 games. He is an old school physical back.
And here is where it gets painful for us. Because Jacobs' biggest strength runs headfirst into our biggest, most glaring weakness, the run defense.
It's a huge mismatch on paper. And the recent numbers are they're alarming. We saw Caleb Williams run for 63 yards on us by himself.
Including that game-winning touchdown where he just waltzed in. It's embarrassing.
Right. And the whole Chicago team put up 171 rushing yards. That's not just on one player. That's a systemic breakdown. Gaps aren't being filled.
It's malpractice. And the forecast in the source material is brutal. It says Jacobs is going to run on us like it's Black Friday at Walmart, and the Giants are the security gates.
That's terrifyingly accurate. And if that happens, if our run D is that bad, the pressure on Jameis to just constantly score becomes immense.
Which brings us back to the main event, the Jameis Winston volatility factor. This is a whole deep dive right here.
It is. He's a player of absolute extremes.
He's the guy who can throw for 400 yards and 4 interceptions in the same game. We've seen it. He sees coverages like abstract art. He talks like a philosopher, but he pleads like a TikTok trend. You have no idea what's coming next.
And the stakes on that are just enormous. If he gets into a rhythm, one source said the Giants might win by 20. That's his ceiling.
I'll take it.
But the floor is a pick 6 and then a post-game speech about eating a W. The real question is whether his time in the system has maybe smoothed out some of those extremes.
Well, I think that depends entirely on the guys around him. The supporting cast has to keep balling out like they did last week. That's how you mitigate the risk.
And we saw some really encouraging signs there. Darius Slayton finally looks like a legit deep threat again.
Back-to-back 60-plus yard games. 89 last week. That's huge for stretching the field for Jameis.
And Theo Johnson at tight end, a season-high 75 yards. He looked like a real breakout player. You pair him with Wan'Dale Robinson, who got the most targets. suddenly Jameis has options. He doesn't have to force it deep every time.
And we have to give a shout out to the running backs. I mean, with Cam Skatebo done for the season, man, that hurt. But Tyrone Tracy Jr. really stepped up.
Yeah, 71 yards from him was huge. And Devin Singletary had that massive 41-yard catch and run. That's the kind of check down play that Jameis absolutely needs to have in his back pocket when things break down.
But even with all of that, the one thing that never changes, the thing that ownership just can't seem to fix, is the offensive line.
It's the big roadblock, always.
Always. I mean, they've given up 4 or more sacks in 3 of the last 4 games. Yeah, they only gave up 2 to the Bears, but the trend is not good.
And now you combine that shaky protection with Winston, who, as we know, tends to hold the ball like it's a family heirloom.
He's waiting for the masterpiece to develop downfield.
Exactly. And that delay, plus a bad line, it's a recipe for disaster. The analysis nailed it. Either he's launching a bomb or getting launched into a bomb. There is no in-between.
None. No easy 7-yard completions. It's all or nothing.
And you have to assume Green Bay knows this. They've seen the tape. They know he gets careless under pressure, so they're going to blitz right up the A-gap and force him to make those quick, chaotic decisions.
So wrapping all this beautiful chaos up, what does it all mean? What should you be watching for? The sources really boil it down to 3 key questions.
First, and this is the most obvious one, can Jameis Winston manage the game and avoid the catastrophic turnover, not just an interception, but the pick 6 that completely flips the field?
Second, can this defense, for the love of everything, please slow down Josh Jacobs? If they can't, our defense is going to be on the field forever and gassed by the 4th quarter.
And third, can our pass rush actually generate some pressure on Jordan Love, make him uncomfortable, force him into that broken controller version of himself we know is in there?
At the end of the day, it's the Jameis Winston show.
Yeah.
It all comes down to him. Will he give us that incredible high-flying performance that makes us all believe again, even for a week?
Or will he, throw a no-look pick into the popcorn vendor and immediately give us a quote that belongs in a Hallmark movie? That's the real question. That wild swing from 0 to hero and back again is what makes this game an absolute must-watch. Just wanted to say a massive thank you for tuning in to Big Blue Tea.
Absolutely. And, a huge shout out always to Black Freezy TV.
Oh, definitely.
For the fantastic programming, the production, everything that makes this possible.
Yep. Their work behind the scenes is just really appreciated.
It really is.
This has been Big Blue Tea.